Hello, I'm Captain Stacy Spell, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about a categorical use of force that occurred in the West Hollywood area in the County of Los Angeles on June 25, 2021 at around 2:48 a.m. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case, so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We're still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Officers assigned to Hollywood Division Patrol responded to a radio call of a shooting in the 1400 block of Blue Jay Way. Here's the radio broadcast for this incident.
Hollywood units, ambulance shooting just occurred, 173 Blue Jay Way. Shots fired with multiple victims. Possible suspect vehicle is a black or gray Audi. Incident 377 RD631. Stand by for additional.
Hollywood units, ambulance shooting of Blue Jay Way. Blue Jay Way. Suspects are two male unknowns wearing masks, probably still inside the location. The PR is next door, hiding under a gray Range Rover. Is possibly entered. Additional in 387.
Control from engine 41.
Engine 41, go ahead.
The gray Audi you guys were talking about just drove down Doheny. They're just north of us, Sunset, headed southbound on Doheny.
6848, show me following that vehicle. Going to be southbound Doheny from Santa Monica. Let me get it back up. It's going to be an Audi, gray Audi, no plates on it.
When the officers arrived on scene, they determined that a robbery occurred in front of the residence. 3 suspects exited their vehicle, armed with handguns and wearing ski masks. The suspects forced 2 victims onto the ground at gunpoint, where they removed their watches and jewelry. During the robbery, an armed security guard exchanged gunfire with the armed suspects. During the exchange of gunfire, 2 of the suspects, the security guard, and 2 robbery victims were struck by gunfire. The suspects got back in their vehicle and fled the location. Responding officers broadcast the description of the getaway vehicle. A short time later, officers located the vehicle in the area of Santa Monica Boulevard and Doheny Drive, where they conducted a traffic stop and directed the suspects to exit the vehicle. The driver, who was not struck by gunfire, was taken into custody. The other 2 suspects, who sustained gunshot wounds, also exited but did not move away from the vehicle. The officers approached the suspects and pulled them away from the vehicle and handcuffed them. One suspect sustained a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his ankle. The other suspect was wounded in the chest area, and officers began to provide medical treatment to him. The officers also requested Los Angeles County Fire Department paramedics. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here's body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
Okay, don't move. You're good. Hey, crawl away from the car so we can clear it. Oh, both of you. Crawl away. We'll get you an ambulance. Okay, we're getting him an ambulance. We're going to have to move up. We're going to have to RA on standby. 679 RA on standby. Doheny, north of Santa Monica for a male. Not conscious, not breathing, suffering from a gunshot wound to the torso. Have that RA on standby. Go ahead, back him up, right, man, we got your ambulance coming. 49, it's going to be Santa Monica north of Doheny. Right at the intersection. We're going to also have an additional man. Stop moving! Stop moving! Stop moving! Stand by, man. Let's put him in handcuffs, Chris. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold down. It's all right, man. Just stand by. We got another coming. Hold down. Hey, do you have any weapons on you, man? What's your name? What's your name? Listen to me. What's your name, man?
I just lay right here.
Where are you shot, man? Hey, where are you shot?
We got the RA count. Hey, stop moving. Just stay down.
It's my legs. You want me to search?
No, stand by.
25 years old.
Bro, he's not 25. He's dying, bro. Help me up.
Hey, where were you shot, bro?
Hey, shut up.
Hey, where are you shot? Hey, all right, listen, we're gonna pat him down, roll him over, and then we can see.
Let me get gloves on, dude.
05-1204.
Alright, I got nothing on this side.
Bro, my right leg just hurts so bad. I just need something.
Hey, man, stay with us, man.
Okay, let me see.
I can't.
Hey, somebody give me a knife so we can cut the shirt.
I got it.
See it? Hey, hold on. See it? Cut it. Watch it. Please, I got one in the chest.
Oh, yeah, 7125 Merrill, Miranda, Memorial Drive, and Oriole Lane.
Okay.
Ambulance is coming, man. Relax. Hey, remember your chest compressions, okay?
Are you good? Ethan, can you hear me? Ethan,
Stay awake, Ethan.
stay awake, man.
Ethan.
The Los Angeles County Fire Department paramedics responded and provided additional medical treatment. However, the paramedics ultimately determined the suspect deceased at the scene. That suspect was later identified as Ethan Wilson, a 19-year-old resident of Los Angeles. The second suspect was transported to a local hospital where he received treatment for a non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his leg. Was identified as a 17-year-old male juvenile. The juvenile was transported and booked into a juvenile detention facility, and on June 28, 2021, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following counts against the juvenile. 1 count of murder, 3 counts of attempt murder, and 2 counts of robbery. The third suspect, who was not injured, that suspect was identified as 19-year-old Quinton Johnson. On June 29, 2021, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following counts against Johnson. 1 count of murder, 3 counts of attempt murder, and 2 counts of robbery. The security guard sustained a gunshot wound to the abdomen, and the 2 robbery victims sustained non-life-threatening gunshot wounds and were transported to a local hospital where they were treated and later released. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics met the high standards expected of all LAPD officers. If you would like more information on how the LAPD and LA District Attorney's Office investigates all officer-involved shootings and other serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can also find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this Critical Incident Community Briefing.